Today, we're talking all about how to tie the smallest and the widest knots. What's up, all you good fellow fly guys? You know who it is, the Cat in the Hatch resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michelangelo of StarArchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to this lifestyle thing. And today, we're just going to be talking quickly about how to tie the Oriental knot and the full Windsor. So by the end of this video, you should be able to tie a smaller knot if you have a straight angled type of collared shirt, a tab collar, and you want to put a tie pin under there, or just a smaller collar gap that you need to place a smaller tie in. And you'll also be able to tie a full Windsor, which is a much wider and robust tie if you need to cover a lot more collar space. So if you find the information beneficial, please consider subscribing. I would love to be a character in your lifestyle story. And if you have already subscribed, like JCam79 and Rashard Smith, then you know I appreciate you. And now all you have is one more thing left to do, and that is hit that notification bell, and that way you will be notified each and every time new content comes out. All right, so let's tie the Oriental knot. So you're going to take the smaller blade, which we talked about, and if you haven't seen which dynamic the tie is composed of, please make sure you check out some of our older videos, and we'll be able to go over that with you. So you're going to take that smaller blade. You're going to have that in your right hand. You're going to place that over the left hand, right? And then you're going to take the wider blade of the tie, have it come over just like this, bring it under. Then you want to basically just do a simple knot. So you see that the knot is already formed right here. Drop this into the knot hole that you've already had for yourself. Pull it in and then tighten it up, and voila, you have the Oriental knot. Now again, remember, the tighter that you pull it, the smaller the knot is going to get. So this is again really good for those times when you need a small knot because you may have a straighter shirt. All right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to tie a full Windsor tie. I'm going to switch up the tie because the full Windsor tends to make a thicker knot. And we're going to go over briefly how to tie this. So again, you want to make sure that you have enough of the longer blade of the tie. Then you want to make sure that we take the longer end over the skinnier end, right? Then we're going to take the fat end. We're going to go under the right side, right? So you'll have the tie looking like this. Then you're going to take that side, you're going to go under the rest of the knot, so that, you know, I like to lay this over my shoulder just so I don't get confused. And you can see that there is already a little knot forming. Then you're going to take the larger side again, you're going to go under the knot. Now you can see where the knot is essentially, right? You can see the knot. You're going to go over right there, and pretty much you are done. You can put 2 fingers in. You've seen me in the other videos put 2 fingers in there, and that'll just be to kind of hold my space, and that makes it easier when I want to drop the rest of the tie in there. And then after that, all you got to do is adjust, and you are all squared away with your tie being a full Windsor. So it's pretty simple. But as you can see, it is going to create a much wider knot. Now, what I've seen a lot of guys do is they try to make double four-in hands, or they'll try to bring down the wider part of the knot to make a fatter knot, and then their tie ends up short, looking like a 1940s gangster. So you don't have to do that. You can actually do a full Windsor, but if you are, what I would recommend doing is making sure that this is a thinner tie so the knot can actually sit like it needs to. But as you can see, this actually is filling up the collar that I have. So this is something that I would recommend for a spread, extreme spread, or a cutaway collar. Anything else is going to be a little too robust for almost too robust for this one. I'm not a huge fan of full Windsor knots, but for you guys who do want to tie thicker ties or wider knots, this is a perfect knot for you. So that's it. Quick video. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew how to tie the smallest as well as the fattest knot. So I want you to leave me some comments with this answer to the question of the day. Do you prefer wider, thicker knots or smaller, slimmer knots, and why? I would love to hear your thoughts there because it's always a very intriguing conversation that I have with fellas. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you found the information beneficial, and don't forget to share this with a friend. You never know who could use these tips on how to tie the Oriental as well as the full Windsor knot. Above all, don't ever forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind, so you, yes you, should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.